Good morning, hoodies. Welcome back to the Hood Table one more again. It's your girl back with another local breaking news story right here in our community. Yesterday, as a lot of people know, and thank you also to the people who were calling and checking and texting on me, people who know I live in this area, and just making sure me and my family members were okay, which we are. But I do have relatives that attend Northwest High School where there was a shooting yesterday. And you guys make sure you are liking and sharing the video on the way in. And please feel free to subscribe to the Hood Table and or join the membership. Please and thank you so very much. Now, yesterday, September 10th, which was Tuesday, there was a shooting at Northwest High School, which is off of 8204 Crown Point Avenue, and it was around 12:23 p.m. The school resource officer at the school had advised dispatch that there was a shooting and the victim was inside the school. OFD medics took the victim, a 15-year-old boy, to the hospital in critical condition. A description of the suspect was broadcast, and officers located the suspect near 80th and Bowman Ave around 12:58 p.m. The school was placed in lockdown, and officers ensured the scene was safe and then worked with Omaha Public Schools to coordinate dismissal of students. Investigators believe this was an isolated incident and the victim was targeted by the suspect. And of course, the investigation is new, so it is still ongoing. Now we're going to turn here to a news story that I want to show you guys, and we're going to be watching several clips of news stories. Because of this situation, there was a lot of people who were involved, as far as the police, of course, our community leaders, students, and also a neighbor in the area where we are going to show you footage of the suspect running through their yard. So let's check out this video real quick.
Back to that breaking news from Northwest High School. Omaha police tell us one student was injured in a shooting inside the school.
Another teenage suspect is in custody. Just minutes ago, officials from Omaha Public Schools and Omaha Police giving us more information on the suspect and what led to the shooting. KETV News Watch 7's Maddie Augustine joins us live with the update from OPS. Maddie?
Bill Waverly, this investigation is still in the early stages, so a lot of details have not been released just yet. But Omaha police do say that the teenage suspect was apprehended just 30 minutes after the initial call for the shooting came out. Omaha police also say the shooting came after a situation between the suspect and the victim. Police say the victim is in stable condition. Students I spoke with expressed fear of coming back to school after today. Omaha Public Schools Superintendent Matthew Ray says that fear is valid, and after any situation like this, they always debrief and address what they can do to ensure the safety of students and staff.
There's so many things that we do in our school district to train staff, from security at every school, from SROs in every secondary school, for the constant discussion and practice of our standard response protocol, relationships that we build with students, to have an understanding of what's going on in the school. It's not just one thing. Through various means, we've updated our security cameras, our locks on the doors, access to law enforcement. It's just not one thing.
Superintendent Ray also says school for Northwest students will be canceled tomorrow, and we'll continue to update you as we get more details. Reporting live, Maddie Augustine, KETV News Watch 7.
So that was one of the first news stories that came out, you guys. And I also want you guys' opinion as well on what do you think we can do to improve the safety of our students across our nation, because this isn't the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. We didn't have many school shootings, mass shootings, and in particular, this one was just one shooting. And although this wasn't just the what we're more have been used to per se, where somebody comes and just shoots up anyone in sight, this is like they said it was a select incident where it was two people. I don't know if they were arguing or beefing or whatever, but they had a situation. There was an issue, and one of them, shot the other one. But still, as far as like protecting the children in the schools from safety, like they say how they have, they have security guards at the school. Most schools nowadays, and even in the past when I was at school, they have, metal detectors. They have police, they have security guard, things like that. And still yet, we still are able to get guns into our schools. So please put that down in the comment section, your opinions on that. And then we're going to go to this next clip. Basically, this is like the aftermath. Basically, after the shooting, we have a video showing you the critically injured teen at the Northwest High School. So, some people, I just want to let you know that this video is from inside the school, and it does show the aftermath of the shooting that critically injured a teenager. So it might be a little difficult for some people to watch, but again, this was an isolated incident between two individuals at the school. So let me go ahead and play that clip for you guys now.
Just into our newsroom, we do have video that can be disturbing, but it comes from inside Omaha Northwest High School in the moments after the shooting. You can see a person walking over somebody. Looks like, and this is the first time I'm seeing this video as well, they're walking down a stairwell going into what looks like a hall area with lockers on the right side. Again, this is video from inside Omaha Northwest High School. From, sorry, I can't see that name. Looks like Nephew Wallace Jr. It's just about an 8-second clip that's running on a loop. But again, video from inside Omaha Northwest High School.
You guys, I know for some that's probably a little hard for you to watch, and that's why I wanted to make sure I put up the banner for the graphic content, even though we didn't see anything really, really graphic, but just the sight of that, especially the people who have students there, the people who work there, who might have friends and family there, with that incident, because when things like that happen and you hear about it on social media, which is where it hit first for most people, a lot of people don't find out, what's going on when they have children in schools, where there are shootings until it like hits social media, because they might be at work working, not access to their phones, and then they hear people talking about it, and things like that. So definitely my prayers are going out to the family of the victim, and also the ones that know the victim. I know the school was put on lockdown. I do know the school is closed today for a lot of students because this is really fresh. I don't know when the school will reopen, but I do know that the school is closed today. Nebraska leaders took to social media and released statements offering their prayers to those impacted, which I'll read from one of those in a few minutes. But first, I want to go to this quick news story right here. And you guys, I'm going to go on mute. And again, please like and share the video. Please and thank you very much.
Afternoon. I'm Deputy Chief Cherie Thomas with the Omaha Police Department. Just want to provide a statement about what happened today here at Northwest High School. At 12:23 hours, the school resource officer put out that there was a shooting at Northwest High School located here at 8204 Crown Point Avenue. There was a victim located inside the school. Shortly thereafter, there was a description of the suspect was put out over the radio of the suspect description. There were several metro area officers in the area. The suspect was taken into custody around 12:58 p.m. in the area of 80th and Bauman. We believe this to be an isolated incident between two students. Surrounding schools were placed into lockdown, and the lockdown was released after the suspect was taken into custody. The victim of the shooting was a 15-year-old male. The victim was transported to a local hospital in critical condition. We will provide, this is an ongoing investigation, we'll provide more information later on this evening through our public information office. Thank you for your patience. If you guys did get any video of children being released, if you would not show that on the news tonight, that's the reason why the district wanted us to be down here. We are currently working to have all the students released, and we're working with the Omaha Public School District to get the students released. There's parents here waiting to pick up their children, and we're working through that right now. I appreciate your patience.
Did you say it was inside the school that the shooting happened?
Yes, it was inside the school.
Okay. And you said the victim was 15 years old. The suspect, were they a similar age?
I do not have the age of the suspect, but it is believed that he was a student here, so teenager.
And the victim also a student?
Yes.
Okay. You said that he's in critical condition. What's the last time you got that update?
right before I came down here to talk to you.
Okay.
So maybe about 10 minutes ago.
Do you guys know why this happened?
I do not have that information at this time. It's an ongoing investigation. We'll provide updates later to you all.
And you believe that they knew each other? Is that safe to say?
I can't say that.
Are you able to say what hospital the victim is being treated at?
I do not have that information. I don't want to give inaccurate information, but it was a local hospital. And because he was in critical condition, I imagine it's one of the trauma centers.
How many agencies were you responding to this?
The number of agencies, I know it was the Omaha Police Department, Douglas County Sheriffs, there were other federal agencies in the area as well. But the exact number, I can't give you that.
You said the suspect was found at 80th and Bowman. Hiding in a residence, or how was he found?
I don't have that information. The Public Information Office can provide later details for you all.
I have a question. This is in regards to the parents. So what do you guys have to check before giving the all clear to parents and understanding the process of just clearing the building and everything?
Can you repeat that question?
Yeah, so what do you guys have to check before giving the all clear to parents and students?
So the school is being checked by officers. They're going room by room, and then the students are going to be released. They're going to be released out to the football stadium, and the parents or the bus will pick them up and take them home.
We were getting reports that this started with a fight in the hallway. Is that accurate?
I don't have that information at this time.
How does OPD prepare for scenarios like this?
We have ongoing training throughout the years. We also have school resource officers that are in our high schools that are prepared for incidents like this. The school resource officer got on the radio and advised of the incident, and officers responded to the area. As you can see, the suspect was taken into custody in, I believe, less than 30 minutes.
There was some miscommunication for reunification areas. Helicopter was saying east, some officers were saying south. OPS put out something different. Why was there so much communications about where parents can go find their kids?
So can you repeat that?
Yeah, so there was some miscommunication for where parents could reunify with their kids. Had some officers saying to go to the south lot, had some saying to go to the east lot, and then we also saw through OPS alternative instructions. So just why was there so much communication on what parents should do?
So it was a rapid evolving situation, and we had to change plans. As you can see, there's several cars over here on this Crown Point Avenue, and so we had to change and ask that individuals come to the stadium. Just looking to not have Crown Point backed up, and then also we still have an active crime scene here, and so we don't want to interrupt that.
So at this point, where can parents meet with their kids?
At the stadium, the football stadium.
Okay, and I heard them say that you need an ID to pick up your kids. Is that accurate?
I did not hear that. I would have to double check with OPS to see what they're going to be doing about that. But we have several parents up on the field there, and we're just trying to work through that. Okay? Thank you all.
I have another question. Do you know if the school's going to remain closed for the rest of the week or any information?
I do not have that information. I work for the Omaha Police Department and not the Omaha Public School District, and we don't have anybody here to advise. I imagine that the school district will let the parents and the students know how they'll continue throughout this week. Okay, thank you guys.
All right, you guys. There was our deputy chief, Cherie Thomas, Omaha Police Deputy Chief Cherie Thomas, while she had gave a small press conference yesterday that was right after the shooting. And if you guys want to, you can always go to KETV to see the whole press conference, because not only did she speak, but also Omaha Public Schools Superintendent Matthew Ray. He has something to say as well in that press conference, but that is just a short clip that I showed you from KETV. But yes, they had mentioned now when Deputy Chief Cherie was speaking, you could hear overhead a helicopter. That helicopter was Able 1, and it was out looking for the suspect. And Able 1 is what we call, in a lot of communities in the hood, they call it the ghetto bird, the police helicopter. But the ghetto bird, aka Able 1, was out and about looking for the suspect. Now, what I'm going to show you right now is an actual video footage of the suspect running and hiding in backyards in neighborhoods near Northwest High School after the shooting. So you guys, let me go ahead and put that on the screen for you guys. And again, please make sure you are liking and sharing the video. Thank you so very much.
I want to first thank the Northwest staff, the leadership team at Northwest, the teachers, and the students that were patient throughout this incident.
That incident lasted about 35 minutes before everything was secure and the suspect arrested. A neighbor who lives about 3 blocks away from the school sent this video to KETV. It's a person sneaking into his backyard, hiding under the deck, then seconds later leaves. You can see him in the distance start to hop fences. The person who lives here says his wife called him about a school shooting, and that's when he checked his cameras.
If I didn't know anything, it just looked like somebody walking in our backyard, hiding under our deck. You know, normally we have like raccoons and possums on our deck, not shooting suspect.
Corey says he called police. You can see a person in tactical gear on his property and that the suspect was arrested a few minutes later. Police do want people in the neighborhood to stay vigilant and to call authorities if they do find something that could be evidence.
Now, isn't that crazy, you guys? Can you imagine a suspect of any kind, of a violent crime, I should say, of any type of violent crime, being caught on your property? I mean, that is crazy. And what's crazier is that they were actually captured in the act. Now, I don't know where they found the gun, but I was wondering if it might have possibly been underneath that patio. And if it was underneath that patio, if that's where the police in fact found it, I'm so glad that no children or, you know, somebody who also doesn't need to have a gun in their belongings came across that. Now, the police did have put on their Facebook page and their website yesterday. They said our investigators are attempting to locate the discarded firearm from today's incident. Please call 911 immediately if you find a firearm near the school or on your property in the surrounding neighborhoods. We are sending a wireless emergency alert to the area for awareness as well. And as we just saw on that interview, one of the people who live in the neighborhood was like, let me check my cameras and see if we found anything. And they did find the suspect running through their yard and going under their patio and then hopping the fence behind their shed. So again, I haven't heard where they found the gun, but that at the end of the video we just saw, it did sound like they had located it possibly. So I'm glad that they got a suspect 30 minutes later, and I'm also glad that allegedly they found the weapon. Now, you guys, I want to take you to another video clip, and this one here is just a clip of someone who had been at the shooting, and they had talked to the reporters real quick to give their thoughts on, you know, the situation that happened. And again, you guys, please thank you for liking and sharing the video. I appreciate it very much.
Okay, so I'm with Karma, 10th grade, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Karma is in 10th grade. She was in school today. Karma, tell me what you heard, what you saw.
I was in the cafeteria. It was third lunch, and all of a sudden I saw a whole bunch of kids running through the hallways, and I was wondering what was going on, and they said it was shooting, but we didn't hear anything. So after that happened, they told us to like go hide, and like everyone was scared. People were crying, people were comforting other people, and yeah.
Did you go run and hide in a classroom? Where did you go?
We were inside the like room that the lunch people serve.
Okay, so the cafeteria?
Yeah,
Okay,
in that
and
area.
did you hide below a table or something? Where'd you go?
No, we were just standing in that room with the door closed.
How did you feel during that time?
I was scared, but at the same time, I was ready to go home because like I know that nothing would have happened because they were there to protect us.
And tell me about that video that you saw.
It was a video of a person giving the person who was shot down chest compressions, but I didn't see the person who was on the floor.
Sorry this happened. How do you feel right now that you're outside the building and it's all over?
I'm happy to be alive, and that could have went real worse than it already had.
Did you think you could have died?
Yeah, I was rethinking my whole life, you know.
Why's that?
Certain life choices, you know, but
So you were grappling with your own life in that moment?
yes. Very fearful moment, but
A high schooler shouldn't have to deal with that.
exactly. You know, scary moment, but I'm glad it's over now.
We'll let you go. Thank you, Karma. You guys heard about that scary moment Karma just described to us. stuck in the cafeteria. They locked the doors, so she was protected there, but she heard people screaming. She didn't hear the gunshots, but she says she's seen a video of a victim potentially, and then even started thinking about her own life decisions that she's made, and hoping that she didn't die today. Luckily, Karma's still with us, and she's okay, but it's just a really horrible moment that unfolded here today, I should say. Bill, I'll send it back to you.
Sean, thank you. I mean, 4 words that a 10th grader should never have to say in a situation like this: happy to be alive.
Now, besides that young student right there, besides that young lady, they did interview other people as well, other people who live in the neighborhood, as well as other students. So we're going to go there right now.
I was just scared. I was even about to cry.
It was just a regular day. It just happens so fast out of nowhere.
A regular school day turns to chaos.
I just remember hearing a pop and then everybody saying, oh my gosh, and then we all started running and try to get to the nearest room.
Omaha police say around 12:20 Tuesday afternoon, an Omaha Northwest High School student shot another student inside the school.
I looked in the bag and we saw a guy on the floor, me and my friend.
Northwest junior Rosiah Wilson says she was on her way to class when her peers told her to run.
So I seen one person running and she like, go, go, go. Then I see more people. They like, go, go, go. They shooting or somebody just got shot. I turn around, I run.
Parents, grandparents, and siblings quickly hearing the news.
I work from home and I was on a call. One of my other granddaughters calls me and I couldn't answer that phone. So my grandson, who was working in his office upstairs, comes running downstairs and said, you've got to get to school up to Northwest right now. There's been a shooting up there.
Many rushing to the school, filled with their worst fears.
Is my daughter okay? Did something happen to my daughter?
Awaiting the moment of reunification.
Oh, thank you. I've been talking to him a little bit over the phone, so just thank God.
But still in shock.
I'm just hoping that we do not have to outlive another situation like this, not this close to home.
And others still afraid.
I want to transfer schools because, I don't know, I wouldn't feel safe being at some school that somebody got shot at.
Omaha Public Schools says they are taking it day by day, but classes will be canceled at Northwest High School tomorrow, and they will debrief the incident to see what could be done differently. One-on-one counseling services will also be offered to both staff and students. Reporting live at Northwest High School, Maddie Augustine, KETV News Watch 7.
You guys, this is extremely sad, extremely awful. Like the one student talking about, I'm happy to be alive. I know everyone, faculty, staff, student, I know they're all happy to be alive this morning as they all sit at home with their family and loved ones, probably wondering, what could have happened. And thinking about what did happen to one of their fellow classmates, the suspect and the shooter. I'm sure there's a lot of people who were close to the suspect, a lot of people who were close to the shooter. So it's going to be a lot of people, dealing with a lot of different type of emotions this morning. But that one student who said basically she was thinking about, her life and the decisions that she made in her life as a young teenager who hasn't even lived long enough as some of us, or lived as long as some of us, I should say, and have made different choices and had to make different decisions. But to be thinking about that in high school, like what choices and decisions you made thus far with your life, that's really deep. That's really deep there. But I am so glad that the situation wasn't worse. I mean, what happened was really bad. It was horrible. Unthinkable. And so, for you to have to go through that student, the other students there, the faculty and staff, that guy that was crying, he was choked up. Is my daughter okay? That has to be a horrible, horrible feeling. I'm so glad they caught the suspect. And they caught him rather quickly. We don't know the full details of the situation, but I have heard that the suspect might be charged as an adult. I did hear that the suspect might be charged as an adult. And I actually saw that on the KETV website that the student, the 14-year-old suspect accused in the shooting at Omaha Northwest High School, will be charged as an adult. But then when I went to look on the police website, all I saw was basically updated this morning. The victim had been identified as Jamarion Fant. Fant remains in the hospital. The suspect, a 14-year-old boy, was booked at Douglas County Youth Center for first-degree felony assault, use of a gun to commit a felony, possession of a gun on school grounds, minor in possession of a gun, and tampering with evidence. The firearm used in this incident was located by law enforcement Tuesday evening, and the investigation is ongoing. And again, the Omaha police arrested one person for a shooting that occurred at Northwest High School Tuesday afternoon at 12:23 p.m. A description of the suspect was broadcast, and officers located the suspect near 80th and Ballman around 12:58 p.m., about 30 minutes later. And again, I did show you the footage of where the student was running through somebody's backyard, on their patio, under their patio, and hopping their fence. So again, please, let's keep the people in our prayers that were involved in this shooting. And again, as far as the victim, I wish you a speedy and quick recovery, and that you'll be back on your feet again and able to go back to school soon. As far as all the staff, the students, the faculty, the victim, their families, their loved ones, my prayers are with you guys. This is a tragic situation that no parent wants to hear, that their children or their child is at a school where there is a shooting. And on the flip side, this is also something horrible that no parent want to hear, that their child is the one behind the gun. You guys, please make sure, again, you like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table if you happen to be new here. Please and thank you very much. Feel free to hit the join button if you want to become a member of the Hood Table. And also, if you if the spirit moves you, if you want to donate to the commentary or donate to the platform, please feel free to send a Cash App, a love offering to our Cash App, $ the Hood Table 402. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. And again, my prayers are with the families involved in the shooting at Omaha Northwest High School yesterday. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.